Uh, Yeah. Oots, oots, oots. Yes. Oons. That's correct. Welcome, everyone, to the Renegade Rope Podcast, episode 45. What? Sorry?
Nothing.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Hopefully the audio is good. That took a little longer than expected. Apologies. But yeah, thank you guys so much for jumping in. It's unexpected on this fine Palworld evening. This fine Palworld we live in. Yes. Smaller panel this eve because Damarco, he's on a jet plane. Don't know when he'll be back again. God, I hate to see him go. I think that's how the song goes. But would love to watch him leave. I don't know. Anyway, shout out to Damarco. I'm sure he's watching and cringing as he's drinking tequila on a plane, trying to make it go faster. Because that's how that works. Shout out to Andrew Cullinane. As always, he says, hey now, and he's the first one in chat, so I want to see a Andrew Cullinane competition. Try to jump in chat before him, and I'll give you a game code. I actually forgot about that. We have game codes to give away. Starfield Guy, I've never seen you. Are you new? Thank you for being here, and I love your name. I love you. See, Umbra jumped in here. Modad's here. Arcane is here. Everyone is here. Jonas is here. Oh, God. Yeah, so we're going to talk about something that happened. But before that, I'm joined by Holly, ThatBlueNumber, and Ass for Sin, Babyface, Junior, Deluxe. So I'll go to you first. What's up, Matthew? I see you. Assassin, how are you, man? And what have you been playing?
I'm doing great. So in my personal life, I just started a new job as a rural carrier for the United States Postal Service. So I'm doing pretty good. Good pay, $20 per hour. So that's always nice.
That's fantastic.
Good to afford my games again. As for what I'm playing, I started streaming Prince of Persia: The Last Crown last night. Shout out to Jonas, by the way, for sharing that stream, even though someone said they were going to span camera if I didn't have it.
Who would do such a thing?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know, but when we do find out, we'll catch her blue-handed.
Oh, that's great.
I feel exposed.
That's great. Yeah, Umbra's been into that. Umbra posted a clip on Twitter of him doing this puzzle, and I like just posted that gif of the guy in Family Guy, like, because I was like, I don't know how he did that. I could not understand it. Is that all that you've been playing?
Well, I did play Palworld with you two. Something that I've been telling y'all for months, like, hey, this Pokemon with guns game seems pretty cool. And look what I've done.
Look what you've done. Well,
monsters, all of us.
This whole episode is technically my fault. It's my
right, exactly.
fault.
Yeah, so thanks a lot, Dick. Holly.
This episode is sponsored by Ass for Sin.
Ass for Sin, exactly. We got a treat for you. You like ass and sin? Anyway, Holly, how are you? I know you were on a jet train. Yeah, so you got here just in time. And people always ask me, who the hell's Justin? Just in time. And I'll tell them, I don't know what's happening right now. Holly, what have you been playing? How are you?
Hey. Hello. Oh, yeah, Donnie's here. Hello. Oh no. I'm so sorry that you're sick. Please go rest up. That's just too bad. Super sorry. Hopefully you don't puke all over the place. Go get some sleep and some chicken noodle soup.
Yes.
Yeah,
Disingenuous. Yes. Sorry. Go ahead.
I've been playing. They are saying that you're very quiet, by the way.
Oh, good.
I've been working on Cyberpunk.
Is that better, Chad? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
30 seconds later. I've been playing Cyberpunk and I've been playing Call of Duty because I cannot not play Call of Duty. But really, I've been playing Pokemon Light or Pokemon Amazing, I guess you could say. Because it's a badge of honor. I've never played Pokemon. And I was like, this game looks dumb as hell, but it is quite the opposite. So,
quite addictive.
Red, what have you been playing?
You know what? I never say what I'm playing. I just move right into it. Glad that you asked. Palworld.
This I know.
Well, okay. Besides Palworld, though, I've been playing nothing but Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk, I'm back into, like, hard. And it's just, the game is so good. The game is just so damn good. It's my last playthrough of it, like, ever. Like, I'm trying to just do everything and just take my time in it, live in the world type thing. So that's what I've been playing. It's been amazing. And right before the show started, I jumped back into Hitman just to do a little hit as a man. The freelancer mode is amazing. And I love Hitman so much. I got a buddy of mine to actually start playing it for the first time recently, and he's like, oh my god. So that's what I've been into. Chat, just say aye if you've been playing Palworld. I just want to see the chat light up. Or just do like a fire emoji or something cool. I wanted to shout out.
I cannot wait for Red's Dilemma next week. He's got to pick between Palworld, Cyberpunk, and Persona 3 on Friday.
Well, no.
Unless
I will be waiting for Persona. Because
really?
I'm not I won't be waiting for very long because I know how long Persona games are, but I was gifted Gamepass and then I realized, oh shit, I forgot I have the steelbook for this. I still have to buy it physically because that was an expensive steelbook. So I'll be waiting like as long as I can to play that. I know it's weird.
Don't wait too long
because
I want to talk to you about it. Because I know Holly and Damarco probably won't. Even though it's on Gamepass. And they're not wasting any money.
Persona?
Yes.
Persona.
You lost me at Persona.
Oh, right. I forgot. Nope.
That's great. That's
Holly,
great.
you should share that out, by the way. That meme template I sent you.
Oh, people don't need to know that about me.
Wait, you have to tell
I don't
everyone.
care if they need to know that about you. It was funny as hell.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I will. I'm gonna go back. Yeah, watch my Twitter chat. Subscribe.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Look at there. All right.
There you go.
Jonas says, "What if it's Persona with guns? What if it's Persona
I mean,
with Pokemon?"
It has gone.
Yeah, I know. Oh man, I mean,
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
you son of a bitch, I'm in. Oh my god, I love that meme so much. Shout out to Roger. What's up, bro? And Yodani, you said he wasn't feeling good. Sorry, I was tweeting. Yeah. Sick here with the man flu. Oh my god, that's awful. That's worse than regular flu. Well, shout out to you, Yodani. I hope you feel better, man. That's so suck. That's so suck. The sickest that I got recently was actually the time that I was sick and I actually tweeted out or made a post on the community post that I was sick. I have never been so. I thought I could have just been. I could have died, and I'm just sitting there like it's fine. And I I don't want to go into details. It was really bad. It was food poisoning. And apparently, like turkey and pork, especially, food poisoning from that is way more food poisony than regular food poison. It was really bad.
The term is dangerous.
Oh, I thought it was more poisony. Okay. Well, good. You know, it is dangerous going out into the world without a pal. And this week, man. Okay. So at this point, everyone already knows what Palworld is. So I don't feel like we need to explain to everyone what it is. I just wanted to talk about, just have like a general conversation about Palworld and how it's taking over right now, and just sort of how it's affecting the gaming industry in both negative and positive ways, and how this dips into that conversation of why games don't need to have $300 million budgets to be successful, and then be not financially successful, like Spider-Man 2 we found out recently. Which that's just how it goes, baby. So anyway, but Assassin, have you played Palworld by yourself after you played it with us?
No. I've been
It's okay.
I just lost my train of thought.
Yep.
No, I didn't hate it. It's just I was so focused on, studying for work and trying to rest up. I just haven't been online to play stuff, really. Playing Prince of Persia last night was the first time I actually got on my Xbox in a few days, so... No, I have not gone back on since that night, but I did have a lot of fun, I really did. Yeah, when we were playing and it did crash, Holly, you mentioned going in, learning about dungeons. I was in a dungeon the whole freaking time while you guys were apparently fighting off a bandit attack on Red's base.
Really?
That's what I was doing. I was sitting in a dungeon just waiting for you to. I'm like, this is gonna take a while.
I had no idea. Did you? Well, he didn't know. If I didn't know, he didn't know.
We were
Yeah.
holding hands, skipping through the fields. Like,
Right? Like,
yeah.
I was cooking
You
and
were.
he was outside fending off whatever was attacking. I was
Oh, yeah.
inside with 84 berries.
I
like, in
locked,
the
yeah,
pot.
just sitting there. I ran up to the door and locked it. I was like, because you're busy right now. I just walked up, locked it from the outside, so nothing could get in, which doesn't make any sense. But so,
It's kind of like we're describing a YouTube video. You two are playing Palworld. It's intense. The camera's shaking. The audio's going, and I'm just sitting in the cave like, I'm waiting for my friends.
right, exactly. Guys, come look at this really cool thing. You're just like shivering. Oh man. Yeah. It was. Oh, no. I forgot again. Jonas says. Wait. I'm sorry. Wait. Oh, I lost it. Nope. I read it. Nope. I lost it. Oh, sorry, Matthew. That's who it was. Says Microsoft would have been smart to shadow drop it last week. I mean, yeah, that would have been great. I mean, it wasn't that long though, and we knew that Palworld was coming for a long time, and but I guess either way, people knew that Palworld is so hard to say. I keep wanting to say Palworld. People knew that it was coming anyway, but we just sort of, like me, I just saw it and I was like, looks like Pokemon with guns. Like, I'll try it. And then I watched the gameplay for it and I was like, you can like build and stuff. Like, I thought it was just like a Monster Hunter like game or something. And then you play it and you're like, okay, it's like Zelda, because there's like the climbing, the exploration, when I say climbing, you can like climb the sheer cliff face if you wanted to
For a very short time.
for a very short time until you fall. Powwow, exactly. That's what I'm starting calling it, powwow. Anyway, it took me so by surprise. Like it has like a little bit of everything in it, and the loop is really addictive because once you get your base going and you get your powwows working on each area, and then you have to start managing them, and then 7 hours goes by. I have not sat and played a game like a middle school child since middle school. Like, I literally sat there with a friend and we played from like 11:30 until 11:30. It was, I've never done that. Literally lost my life. Chat, how are you guys losing your life to powwow? I want to know. Grey Mona, what's a Palworld? Don't lie to me. You've played this. I actually saw Bushido playing. Literally every one of my friends list is playing it. It's insane. Holly, what do you think about this phenomena that's happened with Palworld? And there's so much to talk about with this. What do you think about it as far as just at a glance, like Palworld? And
well, I was the same way as you. Well, I was just like, okay, this is like whatever. You know, if a couple people are gonna play it, it's not gonna be very good, and then we'll just move on with our life. I think is kind of how I thought it was gonna be. And to Matthew with the shadow drop, I think even though people knew it was coming, I just didn't think they necessarily cared that much. But it seems to be one of those games I think a lot of people just went, okay, I'll just try it, right? With zero expectations. And then, like Red said, 7 hours later, you're like, I don't want to put this controller down. Like, it's really freaking hard to stop. And and then, of course, right, there's the hype train, right? So when you hear it sold 1 million in 24 hours or whatever it was, 2 million, whatever. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to go download it because it's on Gamepass. I'll just go try it, right? Not expecting. And then it just like steamrolls, right? Because they're the second highest concurrent players just on Steam alone at like almost 1.9 million is the last thing I saw.
It's at 3.
The highest ever is.
It is very close to the 2 million concurrent players. It beat Counter-Strike 2, which is the second one. So it's currently the second highest for peak concurrent players on Steam in Steam's history. Only being beaten out by PUBG.
Arcane just said that.
Which is like 3. PUBG was like 3.2, 3.8, something like that, right? So it's a long way to go for that, but like it's just it's wild. They hit 6 million today, right? Sales. So it's just really cool. It's fantastic that a small little team like this did something and it works. And I've never played Pokemon, but this still in no way makes me want to go play Pokemon, because I don't think, from what I've heard, this is not Pokemon, right? Like,
right, exactly. Web Dave, they talked about it on his show, and they brought up a good point. Like, now that you played Palworld, I don't think you should go play Pokemon, because you're going to be saying, well, where's the shooting? Where's the building? Where's the this? Where's the that? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a good point.
Where's
I'm like,
the
I don't
RPG
think I'll ever
elements?
want to play. Right, exactly. Where's the leveling up? Where's the survival mechanics? It just has so much in it that it shouldn't work. When you hear about this, you're like, that is so. When you think about Pokemon with guns, I mean, everyone laughed. Everyone's like, what the fuck is this game? And then you play it and you're like, I don't know why, but it works really well. I don't know why. It's crazy.
It does. It's just weird. There's no logic. I can't say it's because this, and this. It's just the soup is cooked well. That's it. I don't know, right? Like, right. It's like nobody wants to eat carrots raw, but when you put it in soup and it disappears, they're great. I don't know, right?
Yep.
Like, it's just it.
It put in the right ingredients with the right amount of spice, and the soup ends up pretty good. The final product is very good and addicting.
Yeah, Jonas says it's Pokemon and Rust and Ark and Morrowind, because you can capture lizard and cat people and force them to work on your farm.
Oh God!
God,
Someone
Jonas,
call Todd
I
Howard.
love that you know. If you haven't played Morrowind, that is part of the lore and during that age. Elder Scrolls. There are you just walk across Morrowind and there are cat people in their underwear and lizard people in their underwear, slaves on farms. That's just the truth. Andrew Cullinane says, I played till 1 a.m. Then got up for work at 5. Oh my God, man, that must have been a rough day. He just walks into work like with sunglasses on, pouring his coffee. He looks over his coworker. He's like, Palworld 2. He's like, Palworld 2. They're both just completely just wrecked.
And I guarantee great. At 1 o'clock it was, I need to put this controller down. I have to go to work before. It wasn't like, oh, I'm so tired. I feel great. I got a lot done. No, it's just like,
damn it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Arcane was saying, yes, it's the second highest peak play count of all time on Steam. It's insane. Yeah, it's insane. Grey Monad, almost 190 hours into Cyberpunk. I'm not moving on till I finish it. Oh, okay. Maybe I thought you were saying no to Cyberpunk. Like, no, I don't like it. I misunderstood. Great. That's great. So you have 190. Is that good? Andrew Cullen, I climbed trees for work. It was not fun. Oh man, he's like, I'm gonna do this all night. It's not the same now. Anyway, Assassin, what do you think about the crazy success of Palworld? This small team that are essentially nobodies. This is their second game. I think they stopped support for Craftopia, which is a really fun game, by the way. I actually couldn't put that down when I first started playing it. It had a really good loop, and I wanted to stop playing it because I wanted to see how it evolved. I haven't played it in a long time, but that is like Zelda. That's like, there's a lot of elements of Craftopia, rightfully so, as I wouldn't have got rid of the assets and the features and the mechanics. As hard as they worked on that, they thought, let's try something else with the same idea. So good for them. So Assassin, what do you think, man?
Not really much else to say other than what you guys have already said. This was unprecedented. This was definitely not a quote-unquote surprise hit on my radar. It was definitely a game I was interested in. I don't really know. I don't really know how much more I can add to the conversation than what's already been said. It's the fact that Microsoft, within a couple days of Palworld's release, started advertising Palworld with the Xbox in Japan and in South Korea. That at least tells me they didn't even expect the amount of success that Palworld has gotten. Not just on Steam, but on Xbox as well. It's hit the top 3 for most played on Xbox in the past few days. And just to let everyone know how successful Palworld is, the CEO mentioned that the budget for Palworld was 1 billion yen, which is equal to 6.7 million. Brad, you discussed that earlier. Not every game needs to be a $200 million development type of game to be a success. Yep. $30 for one copy, with 6 million already sold, is 180 million. The budget was 6 million. In just the past 4 or 5 days, they've made that, and then I think that's times 20 if I'm being honest, or 20 times that amount and then some.
This is just entertainment industry in general. If someone could look up the budget for the Joker, the movie, The Joker, that movie, clearly, just looking at it, it did not have a big, massive superhero level budget, and that movie made almost $1 billion. Like literally made like $1 billion, and it just goes to show: just make a good product, make something good that people can sink their teeth into, especially whenever it breeds conversation. People get to talking about it and they say, what is this thing that people are talking, what's this Joker movie, what's this Palworld game, and then they try it and then they're like, okay, I see why people are talking about it. It doesn't need to be this huge, big, beautiful, crazy budget thing. And like GTA 6, I don't know if we know the numbers, but like didn't someone say, didn't like an insider say like it's like the most expensive thing ever made, like that it's like $1 billion. Like it's like $1 billion, I don't know, which doesn't surprise. If anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be Rockstar. Jonah says, I'm really happy Palworld is doing great. It's a clear sign where the industry is headed, and it's not looking good for the bloated AAA studios who want to charge $100 per game. That's another thing that's happening. You hear this? They're talking about
Sony.
They're talking about charging $100 for games, for certain games now, like quadruple A games. You know, like I think people would pay $100 for a GTA 6 just because brand recognition, just because GTA, you know, I don't know, because people are like, I'm not gonna not play that game. Yeah, it's like when the $70
Let's not give
price
Rockstar any ideas.
No, well, I'm just saying they could get away with it, and people wouldn't blink an eye.
They've already.
They're the only company that could get away with it. I think the only two studios that could get away with that, Rockstar and From Software. Any other developer or publisher, I cannot see them getting away with that.
CD Projekt Red.
No, not after Cyberpunk. No, they cannot. Especially if they're talking about potentially multiplayer. They're adding a multiplayer element to Cyberpunk. The pushback is pretty tremendous.
Cyberpunk 2. No.
Well, yeah, I mean the sequel to Cyberpunk. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The pushback is enormous. I wouldn't. Well, I don't know. That depends. I think it would depend on the type of franchise from Nintendo more than anything. I think a lot more people will be more inclined to maybe pay like $100 for maybe a good Mario game or Zelda, but I can't see them charging $100 for something like Pikmin or Fire Emblem and getting away with it.
They still charge $60 though for Nintendo games.
Really? I thought they jumped to $70 lately. Wasn't Tears of the Kingdom $70? Or was it $60?
I thought that the majority of them were $50 or $60 still. I could be wrong. I don't even have a Switch.
Yeah.
Arcane says, considering all of the layoffs that happened last year and are still happening this year, the AAA industry is going to crash soon. It's inevitable. CEOs and executives refused to take pay cuts. Yeah, look what just happened to Bobby Kotick. Even he, man, they it's a whole different discussion, but yes, I agree. And Jonas says to him, and it sucks that people are laid off in droves right now, but in the longer term, it will result in more smaller studios and more competition in the industry. It's a really good point. We're seeing studios break off, devs from larger studios break off and make smaller studios like Red Wolves. What's the studio for CD Projekt Red? Team?
That would be Rebel Wolves. Apparently, they're working on a new dark fantasy RPG that's apparently related to vampires. We're apparently gonna hear more about that soon. Also, to reiterate your point, we did get Paul Dini and Sefton Hill. They left Rocksteady a couple years back. They formed a new studio recently, 100 Star Games. That's another good one. Bruce Straley, when he left Naughty Dog, he came back to the industry. He founded Wildfire and Interactive. Casey Hudson's studio with Humanoid. We're just seeing a lot of talented developers and creators from previous studios that we've all loved and appreciated over the years. They're just leaving their teams and just focusing on making creative, passionate, AA, maybe even AAA projects.
Yeah.
We're seeing that a lot.
Right. And Andrew Colonine, I don't even pay $70 if it's not on Game Pass. I wait for a sale, and there you go. That's one of the people that it's like, if you're really, it's like Netflix. It's like you have Netflix for so long, and then after 2 months go by, you're like, I haven't even done anything with this. Like, but some people they watch Netflix all the time, and they're getting their money's worth. Ben Dev Studios are bumhurt over Palworld. Who is Ben Studio?
Their PlayStation.
Oh, he's talking about that Ben Studio dev that's apparently he mentioned something about Xbox gamers like harassing the Palworld devs or something of that nature?
No,
Oh, the
this one is
fake.
about.
It's not even
This
real.
is the guy who said, I'm not sure what it is or how yet, but I think that they're using AI on Palworld. And people are
Oh,
like,
right.
it's that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw that stuff too, where they're showing like the Pokemon like models and like putting them together and like showing the similarities. I'm okay. Let me. What is this a Japanese studio, Pocket Pair? Is it a
Yes.
so? What I took from it, and I'm not making excuses for anything. I just thought that's just like a cultural thing. Like whenever you look at that style of creatures, this is why people are comparing that creature style to things like what is it, Fire Emblem, which I've never played. But
You'd
people
like
are saying like,
I think
look,
you'd like it.
yeah. So it's like people are like comparing those creatures, saying, why didn't anyone say anything about that? You know, a storied franchise that does okay numbers, it doesn't make millions and millions and breaks records like Palworld, but as soon as it does, people start saying, no. So I don't know, but the similarities are there. But how many different versions of a fucking fox can you make? I mean, like, you know, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. See, Steph, what's up, dude? I haven't seen you in so long. Just coming here to say hi, Red. I have not paid $70 for a game. Refuse to. However, I have spent $100.
$100.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay, see, Steph.
Understood. So yeah, there's so much. But I do like. So the smaller studio thing, like, that is something that I am really excited to see. Smaller projects. Like, we've had so many good games from like AA studios. I wouldn't say that. I've already forgot. Rebel Wolves are a AA studio, or sorry, I wouldn't say that they're an indie studio because of the pedigree of the games that they worked on. Oh God, what's a studio? I just had it in my head. It's gone.
I don't know if it's the same one you're thinking
Vanished.
of, but there's something Wicked
Vanishers.
Games.
Oh, that's another
right.
one.
Don't Nod.
Don't Nod. Yeah, would you say that Don't Nod is a AAA studio?
I think Don't Nod is between double to AAA. They've always partnered with AAA publishers like Square Enix and Microsoft in the past, but I don't know. I wouldn't say their games are high quality AAA. I think they, like I said, they gravitate towards the middle ground. But Focus Entertainment, that's another publisher that has focused on indie and AA games in the past.
It's not
Which
Focus
for
anymore.
some, yeah, I know. I refuse to call it pull up. No, that is, oh God,
It's
saying it
so
out loud is
weird.
even worse. Why would you name it? Why? Focus Entertainment is so much better.
It has a good name. It's a palindrome now, because the P's on both ends are capitalized.
I don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
Just keep it Focus. I don't care if they change their name 200 times. I'm calling them Focus. That's what I'm calling them. And a
what
lot
is
of
it
other
now?
people are saying the same. Pull Up Entertainment.
Pull up. Okay. Didn't they? Wait, that's how they pull up and Don't Nod. That's the same thing. I see what they're doing. I see you. Anyway.
I don't
They
think
got
Donut
style.
is owned by Focus. I don't think they own them, but they have partnered with Focus in the past.
I always get okay. Don't Nod. Okay, hang on. Who made Vampire?
I think that was Don't Nod. Hold on, keep talking. I'll look it up.
Because Vampire has a very similar style to like a Focus Home Entertainment game. Who the hell made the werewolf game?
Vampire is an action RPG developed by Don't Nod Entertainment and was published by Focus Home Interactive.
That is why I was confused. Okay, that's why I was confused. Okay, I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, so they made Vampire together. They made Banishers, and they made. I think that's it with Focus, but they've made some great games in the past, like Life is Strange, Tell Me Why.
Right. Yes.
They're a talented studio.
I never played Tell Me Why. I probably should because I love Life is Strange so much. Oh, there's Sheena. So everyone say hi to Sheena. She is I'm about to say she's having a baby. Nope, that's not true at all. She is with family. Her sister just had a baby, so congratulations to the sister baby, to this baby sister. It's very exciting. C Steph says Pocket Pair is a Japanese studio, and because of Japanese culture, workplace, Nintendo is not going to sue them due to pride or honor in Japan laws. Is this maybe I should have read this before I said it out loud. It's rare for a Japanese company to sue another Japanese company. I mean, that could be. I mean, the culture thing really is important to take into consideration. Like, I don't know if Nintendo feels threatened. Nintendo would have.
Well, it wouldn't even be Nintendo. Sorry to jump in on you, Red, but it wouldn't be Nintendo having a problem. It would be the Pokemon Company that would have an issue with Palworld more than anything else. When it comes to the Pokemon franchise, Nintendo is a good shareholder for that franchise. It's also owned by Game Freaks. It's basically Nintendo, the Pokemon Company, and Game Freaks. Those are the three, quote-unquote, owners of the Pokemon IP. But if one of them is gonna take issue with Palworld, it's gonna be the Pokemon Company, because that's kind of like the overarching branch over the other two. But I'm gonna find it very hard for them to try anything with Palworld, because we already have a couple of other similar type of franchises in the past. Digimon and Bakugan, other good examples. Nintendo and the Pokemon Company couldn't do anything about them, so they're not going to do anything about Palworld. It's a lot of people are just upset that Pokemon games have gone down in quality over the years, and the more rabid Pokemon fans are just refusing to acknowledge that.
You said a lot of smart things.
It's hard to keep an old IP alive and fresh and, kicking.
And people were complaining about Call of Duty being stale. What about Pokemon?
Yeah, well, that's the thing that people are talking about right now, saying that's the thing I keep seeing people say. They've had how long? That line. They've had how long? And that's actually that when you jumped on me, when you jumped in my lap a minute ago, which was great. Thank you. That's what I was going to say. No, it felt good. What I was going to say is that the fact that Palworld, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. So, like, Nintendo with Pokemon are comfortable. They don't need to try very hard to sell a game at all. All they have to do is put Pokemon on it, and it will sell insanely well. And so that's just the bottom. That's all they have to do. So they haven't had to innovate or be creative and try new things with Pokemon. They can just do whatever the hell they want all the time. And they make the same game, put two different colors on it, put one different Pokemon in each one, sell 2 copies. People will buy both copies of the game. They've been doing that since like 95 or something like that. They've been doing it forever. So people just got used to it. So the first time that somebody comes out and has some competition with that genre of gaming, everyone loses their mind. It's great. I just had the Joker in my head. He's like, everyone loses their mind. Shout out to the 20 people who are here in chat. I don't know what the hell is going on, but thank you so much for being here. If you're new, this is a gaming podcast every week. It's Palworld. That's all I had to do. Welcome to the Renegade Palworld podcast. Every week, which is all we talk about.
No. It's Welcome to the Renegade Realm Palcast.
Oh shit! Damn, did we just come out? I need a soundbite for that. That's fantastic. Damarco's like, I quit. I quit. But yeah, hey, if you're new here, leave a like at least and a sub at the most. Remember I used to say it all the time? I'm gonna bring it back. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We're just talking about Palworld. Three pals just talking about little stuff. Well, sorry, I can't read and speak at the same time, so I won't. Yeah. Anything else about Palworld, or we just palled out?
No. Well, yeah.
No, you have something to say.
Can I tell you about my world, Red? You know a little bit about it.
Tell me.
So, it's cool because everybody. Well, okay, so first of all, for anybody who hasn't yet and they are gonna jump in a friend's world, you're gonna be sorely disappointed because your progress in your friend's world stays there with them, but you go back to your own and you don't have any progress, anything from there. But whatever, as long as you know that when you go in, it's fine. But in my world, I thought after I left your world and I went back and started doing all my stuff that like the same pals would be in the same places, etc., etc. And like the first little tiny part, they are, right? There's the chickapees and the Kativa and the big woolly mammoth looking dude is walking around. But then after that, I started like walking down the lane, like I'm gonna go build my base over in this place. And this little asshole depresso came and just saw me walking by, and he was like, and started attacking me. And I was like, oh, it's gonna be like that, huh? Right? And so I'd heard about the depressos, and so I was like, oh good, I finally get to see a depresso, right? And so I fought him, nearly died, but I got him. He was my first pal.
It's the best.
And then so then I go to the place where I put my base down, and I put him out to start building, and he's real unhappy about it. But like this game, my particular world has it out for me with depressos, because all of a sudden there's depressos like around my base, like out in the wilderness. And most of them, like most other pals of all types of varieties, won't really come and attack you. Like they're, they do their thing and then you go. Unless it's like a raid, that's different. But these depressos will spawn in as far as the draw distance is, and they scream their little scream and they start coming at me. And there's like 3 of them. They have killed me so many times. And I swear, every time I leave my base, I get attacked by depressos at least 2 to 3 times in random places and multiples. I don't know. I think I was like on the party the other night and I was like, it's assisted suicide. Like they're trying, like, because
they are. Yeah.
They keep attacking me, right? Like trying to get themselves killed. And
please kill me.
So yes.
I love it so much.
I can't take it anymore.
And by the way, if anyone wonders what a depresso looks like, he is in the thumbnail of this channel, he is the blue dude on the left side of the thumbnail, and that's how he looks all the time. His eyes are just like it's so good.
And when he mines, he's just like tink.
And he like looks at you while he's doing it. He's just
and he does the evil look at your face, even if he's like mining to the side. It's like tink.
Right, he's just so not having a good time.
And he screams in bass, and none of the others like really make a sound, but he is like actively mad all the time that he has to work. Like,
yep. Whenever I was helping you with your bass, I was like, "Why is he?" And you're like, "He's very vocal." And he's like, "Ah!" Like every time he's like hitting the rock, and I was like, "He's got some problems." I love it. Depresso, I love that coffee. Arcane says. Umbra says we're not the only ones that's gonna be depressed.
I said that at one point. They were like, "Oh no!"
Oh, okay. That's fantastic. C-Steph says Palworld uses 70% of Craftopia interface. Only thing new in Palworld is the guns, pals, the world, and the new crafting items. I highly recommend people check out Craftopia, which is their first game. I do too. Like I said, I got hooked on Craftopia for a little while, but this was like day one. Craftopia came out, and I was like, this game is so good. Like I want to wait. So I put like 15 hours into it, and then I stopped. But yeah, definitely go check it out. It's still in game preview, but I'm sure I think they came out and said that they're done with support on Craftopia now. So I don't know. Oh, Colt Eastwood is here. I want to play the game with you guys. I think Colt is probably playing it right now. Because how could you not? It's fantastic. Yes. Assassin, do you have any other thoughts on Palworld? Almost said Ass World.
No, not really. I'm just... I just want to see where Palworld goes from here, because, in honest opinion, this game is only in early access. I wonder if it's going to be like Baldur's Gate 3 level of success once it hits the 1.0 update.
I mean, right now, its success is pretty telling. We'll just have to see, because that is I remember hearing about Baldur's Gate 3 like a long time ago. That's why whenever it got announced, I didn't really know what it was, because I never looked into it. I just heard about it. But it's because of the early access with all of the feedback that it is the way that it is, polish wise. So that's what they'll get. They'll get all this feedback over the next year or two, and then full release comes, and we'll see what happens. One of my favorite games, if not my favorite survival game of all time, Valheim, has been out in early access for a while now. I mean, it's been 2 years, over 2 years, maybe longer than that. And they haven't said anything about full release. They just keep adding things to it. So we'll see. And not charging for it either. They're just adding expansions to it. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Seth, I totally agree with you. He says, imagine if you could evolve pals and the only way was to Battle Royale edition, last pal wins. That was one of the first questions that I asked. Like, can they evolve? Can they evolve like Pokemon? That'd be amazing. There are like large versions of them that you can get. Yeah, Holly?
No, I was gonna say, I mean, you don't evolve them per se, but you can level them up, right? At the statue.
Yeah, I just sent you guys a clip on Twitter about a level 29 Limunk. Kind of like a green little squirrel chipmunk type of pal.
Yeah.
And it took down a level 30 boss with just like one attack. But...
Nice.
Just runs up and just... That's great.
No, he shot it with like an SMG. The Pokemon, the pal shot it with an SMG. Took down like 90% of its health.
I'm not there yet. I'm like about 30 hours into it, and I like just hit like I think I just hit level 16, and so I'm not even there with guns. I just got the crossbow, and that was a huge jump up from the regular bow. I was like, oh my god! But I keep forgetting that your pals can get guns too, which is so hilarious. I think in the thumbnail that I made, I do have a picture of the Limunk with an AK-47 in his hands. It's just so stupid. It's so stupid, but it's the best. You can teach them new moves, Andrew says. Yes, just like Pokemon. That is something. I think I showed Holly the wolf that I got.
Yes, and I got one too. I hatched it too.
Oh, I'm telling you, when I got that wolf, I lost my mind. Yep. I
have to like stop myself from sending you guys more pal stuff. I'm like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Stop.
Do it.
I got a Tombat. Have you seen the Tombat?
No.
No.
It's a cat with bat wings. And it flies. It's big.
That's great. I love that. I love that so much. Well, that's one thing that I was really impressed by, and I think this is where a lot of the controversy comes from. How did they make over 100 creatures? Because in Pokemon, when Pokemon first came out, it was an infamous number, 150 Pokemon, and then there was 151, and there was a secret Pokemon, which ended up being Mew. Or in Mewtwo. That is still crazy to me that they have that many. And I guess for a game where you catch creatures, it would get pretty boring if you had like 50 and you're like, I'm done. There it was. So it's really impressive. So I guess that does, all the inspiration that they used from other, whatever. Cole says, I love that for you. Thank you. But yeah, there's 111 pals?
Yeah.
Only 111, and apparently someone went through all 111 and determined that only 8 are very close to particular Pokemon. 8 out of 111. The rest are different enough to where you can kind of tell which Pokemon they were thinking about when designing them, but they were different enough to like, oh, okay, well this looks and feels original.
And
other than
was
that,
it that Fox, Lightning Fox thing?
I don't know which ones, but it wouldn't surprise me because, like you said, it's pretty hard to design a fox.
Yeah.
And
How?
I think in one of the more
many
recent
ways-
Pokemon games, one of the starters was fox related.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Yeah,
It's one of that last
Like-
one. Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
Eevee. Wasn't it Eevee? Or something like that?
Yeah,
I think
Eevee-
so. I think so.
But Eevee can evolve into like 17 different. That's the thing. I do hope that they.
I don't know anything about
evolution.
Pokemon. I just know she was named Eevee.
Yeah, Eevee is like, it's a whole thing. But yes, Eevee is C-Steph says, I hope this encourages Pokemon to improve their environment because they've been able to kind of be lazy in the game. I wish nothing but greatness for the franchise. I mean, that's what I was saying, exactly what I was saying earlier. They just sit back and go, just do whatever you want all the time. And they don't try to innovate and improve on it too much. Like, yeah, I mean, this is the Pokemon game that I've thought that I wanted but didn't know that I wanted.
Speaking of Palworld, Eurogamer just came out with an article.
Yeah?
PlayStation is trying their hardest to get Palworld on PlayStation, says the head of Indie Shuhei Yoshida. Does not surprise me. They're seeing the numbers on Xbox and Steam, and they definitely want people on PlayStation in that ecosystem.
Yeah, I saw someone clipped a tweet and said, "It's happening." Someone just said, "Please do your best to bring this to the PlayStation ecosystem," and someone's just said, "Yes." That's literally all that they said. And then people are making videos about it and console warring and being ridiculous. Yeah, but hey, that wouldn't surprise me if it came to Game Pass. Maybe if PlayStation wasn't so strict on their game preview, early access stuff. That is where Microsoft shines with all of its indie games. Like, new games come out like every fucking day. It feels like on Xbox, without
here's
an
the
indie
thing.
announcement. They just drop, and they're just little indie games, you know.
Well, here's the thing. This is not the first time that Microsoft has brought a game into Game Pass and it did very well. Like, back in 2022, we had Vampire Survivors, we had High on Life, the same amounts, we had not Elden Ring. We had Lies of P, we had Cocoon, and now Palworld is... It's working. The Game Pass formula is working. People are finding new games to play every single month, and then on occasion we get very big hits like this. So, Microsoft must be doing something right. What do you guys think about all the people who are like, oh, Microsoft should acquire Pocket Pair now. They have a Pokemon competitor. They should do all this and all that. I'm like, no. You don't have to do it.
It's silly.
It's ridiculous. Like, not every studio that has a big success on Game Pass needs to be acquired. If they want to, that's their choice, but to suggest that every studio wants to is just ridiculous. I do agree, though. Palworld is definitely a good Pokemon competitor. Considering how the three of us never played Pokemon, and two of us have become fanatics overnight.
Yeah, I feel like any minute, Assassin, you're gonna be like, and this Pokemon does this, and this Pokemon does this.
Oh, come on now. But all I'm going to say about Palworld is the next time I suggest that you two and Damarco play something, don't you think maybe y'all should start listening to me more often?
Look, I know that I think that you doubted the fact that we were going to try it to begin with, because
No,
Palworld-
not just me. Not just me. It wasn't just me who doubted y'all would try it.
who?
Wait, Marco? Pretty sure?
That son of a bitch. DeMarco, if you're here right now, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. He's on a
It was
plane right
either
now.
DeMarco or someone else. I know I was talking to
landed.
someone besides you two. Yeah,
He
he
should be
landed from his
landing, yeah.
flight.
Watch him jump in here
Is he
and completely
wasted?
screw up the overlay that I had to redo. Speaking of my good friend Forsaken, who was in chat, that's my good buddy in real life that we played for 12 hours straight the other day. It's crazy.
Jonas, he went to Atlantic City.
Damarco did? Damarco went to Miami, and he had 2 shots of tequila, 2 sour beers, and was passed out on the bar talking to German people, apparently. So.
That was the entire report of the whole trip that we got.
That literally was it, by the way, guys. I'm not making it up. I know it sounds like my usual nonsense, but that is true. He just texts and says, I'm talking to these German dudes.
Alone in the airport.
Alone. Oh my god. That's so fantastic.
Well, he said did he specify German guys or ladies? I feel like the context needs to be added here.
I think he said 2 German dudes.
He just said Germans. He didn't specify which gender.
Oh, Colt is singing Creed. Oh my god. That's all I'm thinking about now is just DeMarco's head out the window of the plane and he's singing that. It's so great.
Oh, look at what Colt just wrote. That makes me sad for you.
Yeah, let's pin it so everyone can see. My son and I messed with the mammoth. Oh no. And he jumped into our base and killed.
Oh my god.
So
I think there was probably a few shunks screamed out.
Shunk. Yeah. So it's funny.
I forgot
Forsaken
that
and
pals can. Go ahead.
Forsaken and I tried. We thought. So I think I told you guys about this. We got messed up by this boss so bad, and I was like, man, this is not okay. 7 hours later, we were so over prepared. We're like, let's get this bitch. We were loaded up. Our pals were leveled up. We had crossbows. We went in there and wrecked the boss in like 60 seconds. And we were like high on our win. We're like on our way home, like, and we see that man. We're like, fuck that mammoth, and we gotta mess with the mammoth and do 0 damage to it. We're just like, chink chink, run, and we just had to book it back to the base, and we were so afraid because Colt's base, I think, is actually in the same exact spot, and we were terrified that it was just gonna chase us back and destroy everything. Speaking of destroy everything, I accidentally took a torch out. So let me warn everyone. Okay. I have PTSD now forever. I took out a torch and I smacked a chest in my base. And I'm not exaggerating whatsoever. Okay. I have this huge 2-story, like, big base. It's got all this stuff in it. It burnt down within 10 seconds. I screamed to Forsaken, get what? And of course he couldn't hear me because I wasn't on the headset. I'm like, I don't even know what to do. What am I supposed to do? Like, so I tried to like run to my pal, water pal, and like pick him up and like throw him at the building. I threw him at the building. Nothing happened. It was just gone. And I'm just like sitting there like 17 hours of building this thing, gone, just like that.
He's like, I water plants. I'm not a firefighter. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, don't throw me at that. It's crazy. So
did I slide down a pole to get here? No.
No. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it was PTSD now. So I can't wait to get stone walls. It's great. Jonah says DeMarco literally just took the flight to avoid the podcast. Yeah.
But not surprise me.
That is probably true. Yeah. Shout out to 17 people here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. And if you're new, hit the like button at the least and sub at the most. That'd be super cool. God, I'm like crying and sniffling now. It's fantastic. So anyway, Jonas, some men just want to watch the world burn, and some set it alight by accident. That was me. That was totally me. Did I tell someone about the base? Oh yeah, I think that's what Forsaken was asking. Did I tell them about what I did? Whenever I burn it down, by the way, I was so beside myself, and Forsaken's like, what can I do? I was like, just shut up and just bring me wood and stone. And he's like, okay, I got you, bro. And I just silently rebuilt my entire house with like an hour Oh my god, I was so messed up. Thank you to Forsaken for being there, because I told him, I said, that was almost 20 hours gone in 10 seconds. And if I don't rebuild this right now, I'm never playing this again. Because you stop, you get mad, and you're like, I'm done. And then you feel better a few days later. You're like, I'm gonna play it. And then you load it up. You're like, oh, that's right, my whole life is fucked. I can't. So I was like, I need to fix this problem right now. Anyway, Assassin, do you even remember what you were gonna say? I apologize.
Nope. Don't remember a damn thing.
Okay, fantastic. So speaking of not remembering things, I did want to talk about the Direct now that we've had some time away from it and our thoughts. So we can just run through some of our thoughts just real quickly on if things have changed now that there's been some conversation, there's been different opinions thrown around, and it's good to hear other people's opinions because it sort of gives you a different perspective. And I will say 24 hours after the Direct, I completely turned around on Indiana Jones. I was like, I talked to Colt, I heard a bunch of people's opinions right after, and I was like, you know what? I'm actually really excited for it. So that's what I'll say. And I don't want to. I've been talking so much. So Assassin.
Oh, so when it's Colt and everyone else, but when it's me and Damarco, your trusted friends, you're just like, no, I'm gonna fight you to the end.
No, it was more.
I see how it is.
No, because it was more like seeing the anger of people on Twitter. I was like, I feel that way, but not like that. Like, and then just hearing people say like, we already have those games. So did you ever think about that? I'm like, I didn't actually. I just wanted it to be third person. I didn't even think about, we've had Uncharted, we've had Tomb Raider, we've had whatever. And that's all that I can keep thinking about. And I'm like, you know what? And I started talking about, I started feeling nostalgic because I remember playing Chronicles of Riddick, which is, I love that game so much. That was actually the first game I ever recorded because I took the VCR, you tape over the little thing on the VCR, you put it in and you could record your screen. So that was my first Twitch stream ever, and only I saw it. But yeah, I played that. I love that game. But that game is all in first person. But you see Riddick so much because of all the animations that you do. You do like a health upgrade. He goes into third person. He gets into the machine. You climb up a pipe. You're in third person. You climb up a ladder. You're in third person all the damn time, and it's a first person focused game. And apparently there are producers, devs on that team that's making Indiana Jones. And I was like, that's crazy coincidence. So anyway, really excited about Indiana Jones. Assassin, do you feel any different about Indiana Jones now that we've had some time away?
No, and I can say for all the rest of the games of the Developer Direct, I'm still excited for each of them the same way that I was a week ago. I mean, nothing really has changed, but I don't know if you knew this, but Obsidian actually went into a 25-minute deep dive with Avowed a couple days ago, and a lot of people's concerns were apparently alleviated after that deep dive. Specifically about the combat and the world design choice. I don't know, I'd have to actually watch it. I've been pretty busy the past few days, so I have not had the chance to look.
Arcane literally said what I was just saying. Yes, Arcane knows. Yes, he was just saying what I had. Yeah, and I didn't know that, Arcane. I did not know that. So cool. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, it's nothing for me has changed for any of the games shown at the Directs. I'm still gonna play them all day one when they come to Xbox. Visions of Mana, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get on Xbox. I don't know. That franchise has typically been more associated with PlayStation, and you know how I am with those games associated with a particular plastic box. Anyway, what did you think, Holly? Has anything changed?
So, I am a little more... My hype level for Indiana Jones is...
I really like...
Awesome. I really like... I mean, I love the franchise. I love machine games. Like, I need to see very little of this to know, like, it's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna play it. I like machine games and I like their gunplay. I know that on the Infinite podcast on Friday night, Nick was saying that the combat isn't spectacular. He doesn't really necessarily. He said the gunplay's okay, and Riskit didn't really like the gunplay from Wolfenstein, but I do. I think they're really good at it. So I don't have any worries about Indiana Jones, really. I'm a little more excited for it now that I've watched the trailer a few times. I would say that I watched the developer direct of Avowed, and I was really hoping that the combat scenes that we saw in the direct were like almost like training sessions or areas that you would go and practice, right? Intro level kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But in the direct, they said that those were areas that you can go and find, and they were mid-game. So it's not even like beginning game, it's mid-game fighting, and that kind of brought me back down again, like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. You know, like, I'm sure it's going to be fine. I'm sure it's going to be good. I love Obsidian. It's going to be fine. But I feel like I've been on, like, a roller coaster of my opinion of this game, up and down, and I just don't think I'm going to know what I think of it until I play it. I don't think anything that they're going to show me at this point is going to be like, yes, unless it was the first trailer with the arrows, which we know it's completely different now. And that's fine.
Yeah.
But I have so many things that just make me go, Right. And I never played, is it Pillars of Eternity? Right?
Yes.
I've never played any of those. And I know that there's a lot of this is drawn from that world, and they mentioned it multiple times about some of these enemy types being from Pillars of Eternity in the world. And so I'm assuming that they're not going to make anybody who didn't play that feel like you've missed anything, hoping. But that's always in the back of my mind too when people do that, where they pull from a different world. Like, am I going to need to know any of that stuff, or am I going to miss out on something because I didn't play those? I'm sure I won't, but
From what they
a lot of heavy
said,
reference.
From what they said about that connection between Avowed and Pillars of Eternity, you don't have to play either Pillars of Eternity games to understand the plot of Avowed. Apparently, they've made Avowed for beginners, but people who have played Pillars of Eternity will understand particular references to characters and events from those games.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. And it's really cool that they are doing that for the people who are in the Pillars of Eternity universe and can do that nod thing. Yeah. Anyway,
Red.
that's my opinion.
Well, okay, were we talking about Avowed now?
Yeah.
No, we were talking about Fable.
Well, if Fable is first person, I think it'll be it'll be good. No, it'll be bad. So here's what I'll say about Avowed now. Now that I've had time, we are getting Dragon's Dogma in a little over a month or and a half-ish. There's my fix for that tone that I wanted. Okay, there it is, right there. Medieval, gritty, bloody, dark, open world RPG fantasy game. There it is. Okay. As time has gone on, I feel like I need to approach Avowed the same way that I approached Outer Worlds when comparing it to Fallout. It's not going to be exactly what I wanted, but once I get my hands on it, I'm hoping that it'll just feel fresh and new. Outer Worlds felt fresh and new. It didn't feel like Fallout at all. But at first glance, it did. I was like, it looks like Fallout. And of course, I was mad there was no third person. And honestly, it's like with action games like Indy, I assumed that there would be third person because of Indy is not like a shooter. He's not a BJ Blazkowicz. He's not a Doom guy. He's a fighter. He's a punchy guy. So that's why I was. And he uses his whip. He's very physical person. But with RPGs, like RPGs specifically, that is where I get concerned with how they're gonna execute role playing the character, especially if they're not voiced. I played Outer Worlds before I played Cyberpunk, obviously, and that made me really depressed about Cyberpunk because I was thinking that's just not gonna work. And then I played Cyberpunk and I was like, this is doing something so different, and they just made it work. Like, I just don't know. Like, and I'm not saying like I was wrong about that. I still would love to see more third person in the next Cyberpunk game, and I think that they know that, obviously. But with Avowed, I think that I'm going to play it, and I'm hoping that what I will get out of it is something that I won't get out of Dragon's Dogma, if that makes sense. Something that I won't get out of Cyberpunk or Outer Worlds. It'll be its own thing. So I'm optimistic about it. I'm not going to be whiny about it. Jonah says, I was fairly disappointed to see how far off from the first concept teaser the gameplay looked. It doesn't mean it will be a bad game, but they set up a tone I was hyped for that they're not delivering. Yeah, cover art. Yeah, I'd buy that album, he says, for the cover art. Cover art looks amazing. So yeah. Yeah. So Avowed, a bit more excited. And I'll end this indie poll, just everyone who jumped in and voted for that, and it looks like everyone's a bit more. No one's worried or scared, which is good. Look at that. All right, well, fuck. Everyone's excited. Holly, do you Avowed, or did you talk about Avowed? I can't remember. Memory lost.
Yeah, remember I talked about the combat being mid-game.
So you don't feel any different about it. You still hate it.
I don't hate it. Don't put those words in my mouth. I'm on the downhill swing of the roller coaster, hoping to go back up again very soon. We shall see. It will be fine. I will make. Well,
the good thing about a roller coaster ride is by the end of it, you're satisfied. So hopefully that's the case.
Hopefully that's the case. I'm sure it will. I have enough confidence in Obsidian that I'm like, it's fine. Like, I'm seeing this, but I'm not worried.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Now, if Perfect Dark was in third person.
Peace out, Jonas. Thanks for hanging out, bro.
Bye, Jonas.
Thank you, Jonas.
It's like 6 a.m. for him.
Jesus.
So, what else was there? Oh, Hellblade. Hellblade, is that a... I feel like, I don't know. For me, I feel like Hellblade, there's nothing like... I still feel the exact same. I'm just like, can't wait to play it. That's it. Nothing's really changed. And I feel like that's only due to the fact that we've played Hellblade 1. Like, there is a game prior. I don't know. Holly, do you feel the same? You just... Yeah.
I didn't even want to... I'm going to play the game. It's going to be great. I kind of didn't even want to see it at the Direct. I wanted to see something different. But
South of Midnight.
Yep.
It was nice. What they showed was nice. I don't need to see anymore. Let's just get the game. That's how I feel about it. There's nothing negative to say about it whatsoever. Not at all. Just
the marketing for Hellblade 2 has got to start up soon, right? Like, it's almost February, and that game comes out in May.
Starfield. Remember how people were like freaking out because they didn't do any marketing for Starfield at all until like 1st of August.
To be fair, Todd doesn't really like advertising his games till later, closer to launch, right, Red? Because this is Ninja Theory we're talking about. Not
What's your question?
Not.
What's your question?
Well, I'm saying that Bethesda, they like to advertise their game closer to launch, right? Like, this is Ninja Theory. I'm not sure they would do that type of approach. I think maybe over the next couple months we'll start seeing more CGI trailers, maybe some more gameplay, maybe a story trailer than the launch. But
yeah,
Microsoft has got to get a handle on their marketing in terms of their first party. Like, if you want to play this type of game, you have to get an Xbox. Like, this is Hellblade 2. I'm not agreeing with the outlets that's saying Hellblade 2 is the most important game Xbox is gonna release, because they said that with Halo and Starfield, but we all know the pedigree that Ninja Theory has made over the past few years with games that they've made, like Heavenly Sword and Enslaved and the first Hellblade. Like, this is a team that has been underappreciated for too long, and I think Microsoft should put them more on a pedestal for their next game, because they've earned that reputation, right?
Right.
Or am I completely alone on that?
No, you make a really good point. I think that's what a lot of people that's what a lot of people are taking away from the negativity from other people, is that, like, they're like, guys, it's Obsidian. Why are you Ninja Theory, right? I'm like, what the hell are we talking about? Yeah, like, why?
Yes,
why
Obsidian is now making Hellblade 2. It is now a secret RPG.
Secret RPG Hellblade RTS. They're saying, like, it's like we already know what to expect from them. So, which, I mean, I don't know. Real quick, I haven't seen this person. Highly intelligent. I love that username. They say, I'm more hyped for Avowed now that the tone is more bright fantasy than the dark tones of the original trailer. That's awesome. That's awesome. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's gonna hit people differently, and as long as you can be nice and positive about it, that's all that really matters. Highly intelligent, thank you. You're new here. If you're new, hit the like button at the very least, and leave a sub at the most.
Highly intelligent. That's an awesome name.
I love the name.
Yeah.
Yes, I love the name.
Yeah.
So thank you for stopping by here. I don't know where you come from.
Hey,
Bushido, what's up, man? He says, hi, Red Assassin and Blue Number.
He puts me first. Yay. Thank you, Bushido.
Yes.
No, he did.
He did? Wait, what?
Put Red first.
He said, oh, what? Red, you read that backwards. You said me first, then you, then off.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Chat, did I say me first? Or Assassin? I don't know, man. I love this. So good. And then the other last one is, you guys don't play on PC.
Alright.
Right?
Yeah, I'm good. I do not like
Excited for
civilization
Ara.
strategy games.
Okay, fine.
I'm excited for Ara, but as Colt's always say, nobody cares. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. No one cared about Todd in
excited
that
for
poll.
it.
That's fine.
No one cared about Souls games until Dark Souls came out. To be fair. I mean, yeah, the civilization strategy genre has been around for a very long time, but it just has not had that killer app that appealed to everybody while still retaining a high quality status. Like, once that type of game comes out, though, I mean,
most people that we talk to on podcasts like this, I feel like most of them are console players, right?
Yeah.
So when you talk about a game that's not even on console, they don't care. Like, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's why I found it weird. Like, why is Xbox publishing this and it's not even on their console? Like,
Well, it's on
why?
PC. It's on PC. They're trying to grow their PC base.
Well, that's fair. It's just completely
Especially with
odd.
Game Pass. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Age of Empires has always been PC. The Civ games, you know,
Then it
like
jumped to
there's a lot
console.
of
Yeah.
there's a lot
Yeah.
of games that Microsoft Simulator was a PC first game, right? It's just
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. There it is. Are we missing anything from the news this week? Palworld was the biggest thing in the world. What happened, Assassin?
We got 2 review embargoes went up today. First one for Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. This is the first time RGG Studio has hit the 90s on Metacritic. Apparently, it's considered the best Yakuza / Like a Dragon game since Yakuza 0 or Like a Dragon a few years back. But that is not the only Japanese franchise that hit the 90s for the first time in a long time. Tekken 8 also hit 91 on Metacritic earlier today. Combine that with Prince of Persia, which did very well in Palworld. January is completely stacked with high-quality games, and we're only a month in.
I really like Tekken. That's my favorite fighting game.
And you and I shall fight.
Ooh, are you getting it?
I'm getting it.
They're always more fun with other people.
I'm getting it on PlayStation, but crossplay exists. Thank you, Harada-san.
Yeah, who wants to punch themselves in the face? It's more fun with other people.
What?
It's great though.
Wait a minute. Wait, Holly, why did you give me the stink eye look after I said that?
Because then we can't be in a party. Well, I guess
we can in Discord.
I guess.
Yeah. Jonah says, I care. Yes, I'm still lurking a little. Let's do a multiplayer game when it comes out. He's talking about Ara. Is that what he was talking about?
He's talking to me.
So.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, gotcha.
What about you, Red? Does Like a Dragon or Tekken look good to you? Of course not. You only care about third-person action adventure over-the-shoulder games.
No, I mean,
console.
and it's on. I can't play them. Well, no, I can play Infinite Wealth, but I don't want to play that until I get through all 7 of the Yakuza games.
Oh God, that's
which
terrible.
I'm being serious about. And I think that might be what I start playing whenever Persona 3 comes around, just so I can keep myself away from it for a little bit. Because sorry, Umbra is killing me. Vegeta! But it's just I don't know. I'm not a big fighting game guy. Like they have to have more to it than just the fighting and cutscenes. Like
you have not been paying attention at all, have you?
You're talking about Tekken.
Like
Yes.
Like Street Fighter 6 had a full campaign.
That's it. Street Fighter 6 is exactly. Like I actually would like to play Street Fighter 6. Because it had like
that is essentially what Tekken 8 is, Red. It has the same arcade mode. It has, yes.
Sign me up, babe.
Well, not in the campaign, but in a sense of online fight anybody who you want. That's basically.
Okay, I'll have to look more into it. So like I say, I'm not a fighting game guy, and nowadays I wouldn't say that like Xenoverse, Dragon Ball Z games are a fighting game anymore. I don't know what you would call them, but
third-person action adventure.
Yeah, they're. I don't know. Chat. What would you guys call Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse games? What genre would that fit in? That's not a fighting game anymore. We're thinking like Budokai and Mortal Kombat and Tekken, and those are fighting games. Anyway, I do like those. Holly's like, kill me now. I'm 6. So or like Naruto. But even those games were side to side. I did like the Naruto fighting games. Those were really good. So good.
Well, what do you guys think? Is we have 4 very good games coming out in January. Like last year we only had 2. This time it's doubled. And it's only going to get better from here. Do you think we could expect the same type of output from this month for the rest of the year?
No. I mean, there's going to be a lot of surprises, but every single month having...
Well, I mean, we have Persona and Final Fantasy next month, so...
like I said...
We also have Final Fantasy 16 coming to Xbox.
Right. Oh, right. Nope.
But then... I mean, which Final Fantasy are you talking
16.
about? Is it
16?
It's coming to Xbox next month?
Apparently, No. It's
No,
just there's a
not next
port in the
month.
works. Apparently. Supposedly.
Okay.
Supposedly from Special Nick on a little podcast called the Infinite Podcast.
Yeah, sorry. I kind of my brain derps when I hear Final Fantasy.
Holly.
Chapanope.
Okay. Let's talk about this. Okay.
I don't.
you-
There we go.
Is
People
this
are
like,
gonna hate me.
okay? No, because
They
I've
already
had
do.
friends. I've had friends like this, and I'm like, it's not a. I'm trying to like avoid certain words. There's like a style of games that people like look at and they're like, no, like Persona.
Go
like
ahead,
you're not into like
Go
Japanese
ahead.
style games. Like that's like the anime. Like
It's not my thing. That's fine.
Okay.
You know, like people don't like Call of Duty, and that's definitely my thing. So that's fair. You know.
yeah.
I just.
Yeah, sorry, I don't want my voice.
It's not
got
my
so
jam.
high there.
I tried Final Fantasy 7 is the one that like is the woo-ha one, right? Like everybody loves that one.
Remake?
It's the woo-ha one.
The woo-ha?
I mean, no, like woo-ha, like they love it, right?
It's the big
like,
one. Yeah,
this is
yeah.
the one, right?
It's the one.
It's
yeah.
one on- So-
That's a bit complicated.
On PlayStation, they gave it away, right? It was like
That's when I played it actually. Yeah, PS4. Yep.
yeah. So I really tried. I was like, okay, this is a very popular series. You know, it's got a lot of complexity to it. Let me go and like try this one. And I didn't hate it as much as I thought I would. But I played 10-ish hours and
Okay.
Of which one did you play?
7.
7. And I never thought twice to pick up the controller to play it again. Like it just, you know what I
Wait,
mean?
the
Like
original
nothing.
or the remake?
I don't know. Probably the remake.
You know, you would know. It's the remake. It's
No,
the
you
remake.
know if it's the
Yeah.
original or the remake.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. I just like nothing. You know what I mean? Like it didn't hook me. It wasn't
Right.
bad. It wasn't awesome. It just, meh. So I just moved on.
Right, and I think like there's a. And this
I
is
like
back to-
I like Boyfriend Dungeon. That was a fun game.
See, that's the thing. Like when I hear about Boyfriend Dungeon, I'm like,
I
what
like
the
that one.
fuck? Yeah. So I don't know.
That was
I've been feeling the Final Fantasy itch. My favorite world in the Final Fantasy games is 7. My favorite Final Fantasy game is 15 because it's this perfect mix between like medieval but it's modern day, with modern day being Final Fantasy 7. Like, so maybe it's like I'll always say like it's like Final Fantasy 7 and 8 put together, because 8 had like this medieval ish world, and 7 plus 8, if you didn't know, is 15. So
Ed,
crazy.
do you like Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings?
Yes, I do.
And you're
come
gonna
to the
love
camera.
16 more than 15.
No, I mean, and that's what I've heard. I've heard that that's what it is basically, but it's sexless.
It is.
So there's no danger.
No.
Oh, is it not?
I can.
Oh.
There's definitely implied, but.
Oh, I don't need to see. I just mean like there's no like.
Well,
there's no, like-
yeah, obviously.
well, I don't know. I don't want to know because I'll be playing it on Xbox next year. So I'm excited for that. What is Boyfriend Dungeon? Sounds like a party. Sorry, I can't see because there's a heart in the way. Sounds like the parts of Skyrim modding that I shy away from. Yes. Jonas, can you tell Assassin what those mods are so he can stay away from them?
Wait, what? What'd you say? I didn't hear
Just
what he
to
said. I
keep-
was distracted. What?
Just to keep him, keep him innocent. No, it's okay.
Ollie, what did he say?
No.
He said, Jonah said, what is Boyfriend Dungeon? Sounds like the parts of Skyrim modding that I shy away from. And I asked Jonas to let you know what those mods are so you can avoid them. Just so you
Oh
don't
yeah,
bump into 'em.
reference to my joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Umbra
you guys
says,
see that clip
uh,
that I sent y'all? It shouted y'all. I shouted you and Holly out in my question.
Yes,
for
and
Patreon
Jesse
and
went,
Xbox era.
and I was like, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Umbra says I platinumed 16, and I thought it was enjoyable, but it has its share of issues that hold it back from being more than a 7 out of 10 for me. Yeah, and that's what I've heard. Like
I do agree with that. I do
Yeah.
agree with that a lot. Like specifically, I think a lot of people didn't like the side quest content. That was a bit. Usually, when it comes to RPGs, it's usually the side content and the main story or the main quests. Like usually, you would want both of them to be equally as interesting. But I do agree that there are definitely some detriments to the game.
Jonas.
Oh yeah. What did he say?
Oh my god. He said, you see, Assassin, when a degenerate and a modder love each other very much. That's indeed how those mods are made. Oh man. The Lusty Argonian. Which is actually just a
And
book.
you wonder why Bethesda loves their modding community.
That's the one and only reason, right? Make sex mods for us. Yeah, so that's great. That's great. Well, Holly, did you have anything? Any news that you want to share with the world? Oh, she can't hear anything. Oh, never mind.
No, I can hear.
I thought you were like,
No, sorry, my dogs are being dummies.
okay.
Can you hear them?
I heard like,
Okay, you heard the
So,
seal barking.
it was like a half bark. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think there's been a lot of news, but yet I feel like it's been kind of covered, and a lot of it's just kind of silly, and I'm not going to talk about it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But we did the direct, which feels like it was forever ago, yet it wasn't even a week ago, and that's wild. And Palworld, which is just amazeballs.
Well, you know
And-
what?
Yes.
We've all been so lively this whole podcast, so
I know, right? We need tequila shots with Damarco.
nah.
Oh!
Well, you guys are
Um,
gonna need tequila shots because I'm gonna bring up a certain game that, it hurts to talk about it, but at the same time, it gets worse and worse.
Real quick.
Suicide Squad.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Too bad.
God.
We're talking about it. So,
It gets worse. It gets worse.
yes,
I
it
think.
got worse.
Did you see?
Because
what
Rocksteady just showcased their post-launch content. We got
The Joker.
the Joker.
The Joker pictures.
I got
Yes.
so mad when I saw that. I was like, oh man, I was like, this game does not exist in
If you think the photos are bad, Red, the voice is even worse.
Colt, damn it. Share it. Get the dogs. Oh my god. Everyone just click away from this video, just go look up Shamit on YouTube. And it's, oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, all right. All right. Anyway,
I forgot to say namaste.
no, 'cause I
Umbra
don't know
said
how
he
to
wasn't
speak.
feeling that Joker.
It's the thing is, like, whatever. I'm sure that there's more content or more context behind the Joker, but if you played this, like, it doesn't make. It seems the retconning thing. I don't know how to talk around it. Just
No, it is
Stupid.
not the Joker from the main Arkhamverse. It is a different universe Joker.
why? It's the same
Because
universe.
Elseworlds.
You'll
So
just
they
have to buy
bring
the
him-
game, play the story to
They're
find
bringing
out.
the multiverse, baby. We're copying.
okay.
We're copying the multiverse,
So
everyone.
Jared Leto comes into the. He's like, welcome to the circus of values. Every time he laughed like that, it reminded me of that. Anyway, if anyone doesn't get that reference,
and this is
Holly
the game
does.
that they wanted Kevin Conroy to voice as his last game. This sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Umbra, I grabbed his. Umbra was saying that he played the old school 7, 9, 15, and 16. He played old school 7 and 9, and then he's also played 15 and 16. Is what he's saying. I was like, old school 15. But he was saying that he wants the classic collection of Final Fantasy to come on Xbox. There's a bunch of them on Xbox. I mean, I'm sure you know that, but there's a bunch of them on Xbox. But they're individual.
Well, he's talking. I think he's talking about the Pixel remaster, which remasters Final Fantasy 1 through 6. That did not come to Xbox. I think we were talking with Mac about that last year, because it released on PlayStation and Switch.
Umbra, what did you play? Thank you, Colt. Damn, I need to stop looking at the word in chat. God, it's like a trigger for me now. Just
People keep talking, so it'll go off of the screen.
And it'll go up eventually. Yeah, everyone can just type something in the chat and make the chat go up. So, what was I gonna ask? There we go. That's what I'll do. Umbro, did you play the 15 pixel? What was that one called? It looked really cool. They like turned it into like a cutesy version of 15. Which, if you've played 15, it gets dark, man. It gets dark. Did you not know about this, Assassin?
Are you talking about the World of Final Fantasy game where they turn all the characters into chibis?
No, it is Final Fantasy 15, but they turned it. What is it called? You said Pixel Remastered. That's not what it's called, but it's called. It's something like that. Help me, chat.
Colt.
Shit. And I was just about to say shit, and then as soon as I went shit, he said sham it. It's ridiculous. I don't know why it's so funny.
Get it off.
You guys and your inside jokes. Get it out. Get it over with.
It's this old man who his wife is saying.
I don't need to know about it.
His wife is saying, "Get the dogs. Don't let the dogs get out." And the video starts with the man saying, "He won't get past me." The dog runs right past him, trips him. He falls, trips all over the shit on his front porch. And instead of saying shit or damn it, he goes, "Sham it!" And that's pretty much the extent of it. Yes, that's it. Risk it. Risk it knows. God, it's so funny. I don't know why. Oh my god, it kills me. Anyway, so that's Final Fantasy 15. What the hell? No one found out what it was called.
No one in the chat cares about Final Fantasy, Red. They only care about Xbox or Bethesda.
Final Fantasy 15.
No one cares about it.
No,
I'm the only one in the whole group and in the chat who cares about Final Fantasy.
Let me see. Pixel Remaster? That's
See,
not what it's
correcto. Assassin knows.
I can't find it. You guys should know.
See, this is why when I get a PC, I need to start like a PlayStation related podcast, because I feel so alone in the Final Fantasy camp.
With Shim Sham Patty Bam.
Give a dog a spoon.
Spoon.
Spoon. Oh my god.
Man, that Australian
man
whiskey
came
is a little
shamming.
tight, huh, isn't it, Risk It?
Oh my god. The renegade host of my Final Fantasy. What? I love it. You guys are awesome. Everyone here in chat, just hanging out with us. This little, in our humble abode, that I like to call a overlay. That I'll have to sorry, I was reading chat and my brain just fell out of my ass.
Wait.
Anyway.
Don't notice what he said. The Renegade. Oh, that's why you said. Wait. Wait a minute.
Let's get this thing back on track, eh?
Yeah, by getting it back on track, Holly.
Back on track. Suicide Squad.
Nope, we're not talking about it. I don't give a fuck about Suicide Squad. I do not give a sham about that game. Sham it. I want to see somebody. Oh my god. Yes, Jonas, Suicide Squad. It's.
Aw, shuck.
What do you get when you? Hang on. What does he say? Jonas says. What do you get when you cross a beloved IP with a soulless design from a corporation that just want you to engage with microtransaction? You get Suicide Squad, baby.
Mass Effect Andromeda.
No.
Oh,
Oh god. He's literally gonna come in here and just say shit.
scream it. Yeah.
Like how you said it would be Damarco who would ruin the layout, but it's Colt instead.
Right. Yeah. I could actually. Let me see if I can.
Hasn't even said a
He's
word
waiting
yet.
for it to break.
I'm waiting for the drop of the Shamit.
Let's see. He's gonna be. Oh look, I'm still me.
Oh!
Here we go.
Oh, Loki!
Aww. Is it shame?
Somebody got a hot dog. That boy's hungry.
Get the dogs! Get the dogs! Are you hungry?
Damarco looks different.
He's like, please help me.
Sham it!
This is awkward. Hold Eastwood, everybody. Hold frickin' Eastwood.
You just come to crash the.
I was driving home. I'm driving home listening to your show. And I write sham it in there, and I listened to you laugh, and I was like trying not to drive off the road. Oh, it was great.
It doesn't take much. It really doesn't take much with the sham it. You just have to just say sham it, and I think it's because you said it. Like I hear it in your voice when I think of it.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. What's up, Brisket? Yeah.
Hey, Red, I have a request.
Yeah?
Can you say sham it in Stewie's voice?
Sham it. Get the dogs. Get the dogs. You know what, Betty? I'm going to go upstairs.
Brian. You have to say Brian.
Brian, I'm going to go upstairs and just have some peace and quiet, okay? There you go. Get the dogs.
I didn't notice he says, I won't let him get by me. I never noticed that.
Yeah, it's like his wife is saying
beginning.
in the very beginning, it's like his wife is saying, like, get the dogs, make sure they don't get out. And so he opens up the door and the dog just files
They'll never get by me.
And that's why he like dives after the dog and falls into everything that's on his porch. And then he like throws his whatever that was, that wire stool or whatever. It's fantastic. He said Damarco looks different. He does. Yeah.
God, shame it.
Shame it. God, it's so good. Colt, where can people? No, I'm just kidding. How are you doing today, man?
You can find me at Damarco Dude, DAMAROCOPOP.
It's real touchy about that EA thing.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I know. Cool, because whenever you voice the text Damarco, it's DeMarco. And I was watching Hell's Kitchen. There's a dude named DeMarco, and it's with a D. It's an E. It's a D-E. So come on, you damn Italians, get your shit together. Now the mafia's gonna come after me. Anyway. Sham it.
I was listening to the show when you guys were talking about Palworld. I was loving that. And then I was like, by the time I get home, you guys are going to be done talking about the game of the year.
Okay,
But-
you tell us, you can, now is the time. Now is the time. Because you're probably a good Don Juan DeMarco. You're a good example of when you look at a game like this. You've talked about this. You've been on 27 shows this week, and I've listened to all of them. and you were on
Just one.
It was on Web Days show. Shout out to him.
Oh yeah,
And
that's right.
You were talking about how like you're not into this style of game, but and at first glance, whenever you saw Palworld, did you go, absolutely not?
I think we were all together on your podcast when it was first shown, right?
Damn was Ganji.
Weren't we doing the podcast for the Game Awards together? And they showed the Pokemon with guns. Pretty sure.
Yes.
That's when I saw it.
God, that
Yeah,
was
we all
a
just laughed it off.
6-hour stream. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, that was like the longest stream I've
By
ever.
the end, that was that one meme.
Where he's like, exactly. It's like I'm in front of this light for 6.5 hours straight. Like,
I should go.
oh, okay, I understand. That's fair.
That meme totally looks like me when I was like 16.
I could do.
Yeah, it totally. When I saw it first, I was like, "Was that me?" You know,
Dad?
son, give me that.
You bet. Oh my god.
Yeah, we all kind of made fun of it, but I don't know what it was that I saw somebody's brief gameplay, and they're like, I clicked a gameplay video, just a random one on YouTube, and somebody was like, "Okay, I'm gonna kill this one. I already have one of these, so I don't have one of these, so I need to capture this." Like that was like his monologue while he was playing, and he kind of hits it, and he's like, "Oh, see, I can capture it." And then there was like that little progression thing, and I was like, he's like, "Yes, I got it," and I was like, okay, I can see why people like this genre style of game. Like you get that itch, like I really want to collect them, and now I know when people say you got to collect them all, because before I didn't really know. And then my son and I installed it in the family room. We played it for like 30 minutes. He's like, "This is dumb," and so he turned it off. I was like, "Yeah, it's dumb." And I'm like, I'm gonna go play it and actually pay attention to the tutorial. And as I did the tutorial in like 30-40 minutes, I'm like, yeah, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
And then I went to your place, and you had like a mansion that after it had been
was-
rebuilt. So
Right.
yeah, I listened to that story too here on the
Man.
show. So I got to tell you, I wrote it in the chat earlier, but our base overlooks like the main drop where the opening spawn point is, and that mammoth that you were talking about, showed up. And we did this same thing. Lincoln and I tried like 4 times to beat that boss, and finally we took him out in half the time. And we were feeling our oats too. And so on the way back, we got to our base, dropped off our stuff, our new eggs, and all the cool stuff and everything. And Lincoln's like, "Let's go take on this mammoth." I go, "What if it jumps up here?" And he goes, "I don't think it will." I go, "Yeah, I don't think it will either." And he's like, "Dad, no, it's Dad, it's up here." It's like,
The music you played at the perfect timing. That was so good.
and it was just like,
Ryan just climbed up.
yeah,
the
it was
mountain.
just like snorting. It just, and we have like 9 pals in the farm, you know. And I'm like,
son, boy.
Buy a Zora.
and I'm doing like 2 damage with my 50 bat. You know, it's like whack, 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 2, 2, 2, and it's like wiggling its butt, and then it just stomps. There's red across all the pals are all dead, and we're like, no.
That is so.
And I'm like,
oh my god, that is great.
this is the worst.
Right. Also, and you can't. It's not like you can be like, quit the game. Quit the game.
Quit
Get
the
dog,
game.
Get the dog.
Just a conversation over dinner in a year. "Hey, Dad, remember when we let our pals to slaughter last year?"
The cool thing about the game is if your pals die, they're just incapacitated for 10 minutes. You put them in the pal box, and they just have to rest it out. So you don't lose anything. But I thought this thing was going to level our house and break everything, and it only broke a few things. But we were like,
Wait.
he's like, "Dad, quit the game, and see if it'll get rid of him."
Right. Yeah. And
Wait,
that's
So
why
they're unconscious? Wait, they're
I
unconscious?
took the internet cable. I'm like,
you're like saw it in
God,
half.
Red.
trying to chew through it. Damn it.
Those Kativas that we knocked out, they were still alive when we put them in the water. No.
What a great game! It's so fun
Oh
though.
no.
It's so funny.
Oh,
And
and
then
Brisket says
we got attacked by the fangirls or whatever they're called. They're like the
Oh yeah, yeah.
what
yeah.
are they, Holly?
They're like they're like an upright like alpaca with a bush. Sorry.
Okay, clip that.
Like they have a heart
I did not notice.
Whoa.
Shamit.
Gene Park posted a video and very much like zoomed in.
I saw like
on
they
all
had a
of the-
bosom and they were like,
They have that too.
okay.
Okay, well,
So they're
you
Twitch
go.
streamers.
That really.
so they're literally, but they're getting away with it.
Hey, I resent that. As a newfound Twitch streamer, I resent that, Colt.
Yep.
Listen, you can show your bush. We want to see your bush. Get a camera.
No,
Thanks.
I'm not. No. Get rid
Come
of this camera argument.
We've seen your bush. Come on.
Red. Hey,
On your
it's
head.
Timmy. If you're
I should
still
go.
here, your hoodie shipped out.
I should go. I should go. I should go.
Hey, can you tell it's Timmy for me?
Hey,
Red?
Timmy, I just want to let you know, Colt Eastwood wanted me to tell you that, because he told me to tell you that your hoodie is
And I
shipped.
told Holly as well.
And Holly
That's
knows
right.
too.
Hey, I told Timmy 3 months ago his hoodie was shipped. I
They messaged me yesterday, or yeah, they emailed me yesterday, Teespring, and they're like, "Is this his address?" And there's no house address, no street. I'm like, "Is this his address?" I'm like, yeah, send it to London. There you go, or whatever it said.
I'm sure he'll find it. It'll be
It's a
fine.
balloon.
Just drop it in the tube. No
That's
problem.
how it works. In London, it's like Harry Potter. In London, it's just like packages floating. Dun, 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 dun. They're like, that's mine there. And they
He's
can
still
just
here.
see their name. Who
Timmy's
is it?
still
Timmy,
here.
is it here?
Happy Bomb said, "Did Pablo die?" So Lincoln and I call the little penguins Pablo because they look like the Pablo character from the Backyardigans, and so we're always calling the penguin Pablo at all times. Yes, it's Timmy. Yeah.
He's back. He just acts like Colt Eastwood isn't here. He's he's got
Get
your
the honey. Get the
hoodie,
dogs.
get the hoodie.
Anyway.
Let's see. Shrisket says, imagine Blondie saying, "Shimmy!" instead of call me.
Oh,
Shimmy,
Why?
shimmy, shimmy, shimmy anytime, shimmy.
Why that reference of all songs?
I don't know. He is on a roll. He's had coffee this morning, which is great. I love it. He says ShamWise Kenji. What is
for
that
sham
song?
sake.
The ShamWow.
ShamWow. Oh my god, yes. Oh man, that's a dark.
Sham
that's a dark joke.
autocorrect.
The guy at our state fair hit my brother over the top of the head with a ShamWow because he was doing like the whole ShamWow thing in front of the crowd, and my brother's this real smart aleck, and he's like, he just made some comment like, "Will it wipe up messes?" And he goes, hit my brother over the top of the head. He's not allowed to go back to the ShamWow factory.
Wait, was the actual ShamWow guy?
No, it was like the traveling ShamWow guy.
Oh, okay. I was like that.
Not like the famous one who got in trouble for crack cocaine and all kinds of stuff. Whatever he did.
Well, that's why I was like, he smacked him. Anyway. Toss. Anyway. Toss it in the Thames. You can die for it.
Thames River is how you say it.
Thames. Okay.
Yeah.
He can die for it. Okay. He gone.
Everything I know about London, I know from playing video games.
It's true. Yeah, I learned everything from playing Watch Dogs Legion, including wrecking immediately as I get on the wrong side of the road every time.
I was watching like a news report. I'm like, hey, I had a nail gun over there.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I learned it from Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Yep.
Oh man, I need to get back into that. That's the one
It's
that
the
I skipped
last
all the
Assassin's
cutscenes.
Creed game. It's the last one.
Stop.
Oh.
Okay, just. Who hurt me? Okay, fantastic. All right, well, while we're all palling it up here, Cole, thanks for jumping in last minute, man.
Hey, you bet. Hey, I just want to
Damn
say,
it.
Palworld is the most popular game right now on Xbox. It's actually
Exclusive.
officially in now. It's underneath League. It's above League of Legends and Valorant and Minecraft for the most popular game. And everyone said all those people playing are on Steam. So no, it's topped out on Xbox as well.
That's amazing.
There you go.
That's
That's
amazing.
46 minutes ago. Benji Sales reported that. Good guy.
Thanks, Benji. He's the coin man, right? Or is that the other Ben?
That's
No,
Ben.
That is Ben
It's
Kenobi.
Ben Kenobi.
Benji Sales reports on video game news. He used to work at a game store, and now he knows everything. Yeah, Palworld's amazing.
Yes, I can't wait.
Anyway, do your show. I'm gonna hang out.
Hey, Risk It, can you tell Timmy that Colt told me to tell him that his hoodie shipped? Just let him know.
Or Timmy,
anyway.
he's gonna get this thing when it's like 94 degrees out, and he's like, yes.
Mhm.
I can wipe my sweat, wipe my armpits. Anyway, that gives me PTSD from Mass Effect so bad every time I hear it. So anyway,
Shepard.
I should go.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Shepard. Oh man, Colt Eastwood, thank you again for jumping in here, bro. For people who don't know who you are,
Nobody
Who are
cares. No, I'm Colt Eastwood. Thanks for.
that's it.
I love your guys' show. There's only a few
thanks.
shows that I watch during the week, besides all of them. But I have a couple of favorites. Your guys' is one of them. I like Risket's show as well. He's got a good panel of crazy shenanigan type people that I like and hang out with. So that's another great show.
Yes.
So
yes.
thanks for letting me crash in here. I'll just hang out while you guys finish your thing and then probably play Palworld some more.
That's probably what I'm gonna do too. Assassin, where are you nowadays? You've given up for now on YouTube. You're going to Twitch. You've been streaming a lot.
Yes, I have. I just finished Alan Wake last week. Going to stream Prince of Persia later this week. Probably on Thursday, actually. And for the love of God, Red. For the love of God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just done asking you to change this. So you know what? I'm just gonna do this here. Real quick. I'm just gonna put this in the chat and let everyone decide what they want to do.
Assassin,
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna play Resident Evil 2. Or you
What?
did play. You played 2. You were gonna play 4?
No.
Okay, never mind. I don't
You
know
scared?
anything. He is. He's terrified.
No,
I
you're just
dare you to
confusing me
go
now.
play.
Like, heck?
Oh wait, you can't
Hey,
play
what-
Silent
what, Red?
Hills. You can't stream Silent Hill because Konami is a sham.
I can
Wait.
probably do Silent Hill 2 remake when it comes later this year, but no, I got my streaming schedule already planned out. Stop giving me that look. Stop it. Stop it. Get
It's
some
the
help.
gift look.
The damn gif that he made. Wow.
Oh yeah, I did make a gift where I'm like,
Red has his own gift, and it's
What
that
did you
face.
What did you think we were talking about?
oh, it's just the face that I make a lot, so that was that just happened
Wait,
to
has
be the
Colt
gift.
seen that gif?
I guess not, but I'll send it to him right now.
Yeah, you need to send it to get Colt. It's pretty funny, pretty good. Anyway, so I got my streaming schedule.
Not
set up.
sham it,
Prince
honey.
of Persia.
It's not shame at funny.
Damn it, Holly. Let me finish.
Sorry.
Anyway, Prince of Persia, Tekken. Persona.
Sounded
Yep.
like Stuart from Mad TV. Let me finish.
Let me finish it.
I don't wanna.
Let me do it.
Let me do this, Holly.
You're a stranger. Stay away from my danger.
Bayazura, Bayazura, Bayazura!
Let me finish.
There we go. There, I just sent it to you, Colt.
Thought of that in forever. Oh my gosh. I don't wanna.
Hanu wanna win.
Anyway,
Look what I can do.
since I've been asking Red to change my links for the past 3 weeks in a row, I'm just gonna put my Twitch link in the chat and just let everyone do what they want. I'm done
Sorry,
asking.
All the time.
I'm done asking.
Oh,
I've
here's
been
Colt.
nice. I've been
Colt's
naughty
gonna
and
watch
nice. I don't know what else I have to do.
It's a live reaction of Colt watching the GIF.
It's loading.
Like,
It's like, fuck. Sham it!
The Grinch?
Get the phone! Get the phone!
Whatever.
I would love for it. I just hear like a glass shatter.
Not a fan.
Oh no! You
Wait,
didn't-
you got something else you sent to me?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not the one.
Wait, is that you?
That's me. Yeah, that's the gift that I. Yeah. So.
Yeah, he and Damarco, they both make gifs of themselves.
Put it in at an angle.
Thank you. Yes.
And set his
Wait, Holly,
profile
what are we
picture.
taking a gif of you?
Set as
What are
my
you gonna make one?
background, my home screen.
Holly.
God, yeah, I was gonna say you can use that for Twitter, and I was like, nope, probably don't want. I don't probably want that. But anyway, Assassin, I will have to take that and fix what you have done here with this and make that the new.
Matthew, we don't know.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
Is this good
I'll fix it.
content?
Is this good content? Damarco, oh god, Holly, that blue number.
Mm.
Are you gonna start You gonna start twitching? Are you gonna start streaming?
Oh dear God.
Yep. That's what you get. That's what you get here at the show. Oh. Yep.
Don't look at me. Just do your show.
Fascinating
Yeah, no,
story. Any chance you know in the end?
This is
I got that on accident. I'm sorry.
all right.
I'm gonna start twitching.
No.
Take two.
If I do, somebody call 911.
Oh man.
So, Holly, what do you have going on the rest of this week?
So yeah, this is me, ThatBlueNumber, on the Tweeties, and on Friday nights at 6 p.m. Central, the Infinite Podcast here on YouTube's, and on Spotify afterwards, as I do all the uploading now. So you should find us somewhere there, where there's no crying and tears from laughter.
We gotta clip that out, man. We gotta clip that out.
God,
It's all natural. Let it be.
that's true. Yeah, just let it. It was. My God, because I was
Do what
thinking-
you
I
want
was-
all the
not happen
time.
on
That's
here.
Red's
Do whatever you
motto.
want.
Do what you want.
This
what you
does
want
not
all the
happen
time.
on there.
And like Jonah says, if you enjoy the podcast, leave a like for more top tier content just like this, where everything falls apart in the best way. Oh, God. So Matthew says, "What's going on here? ADHD is a hell of a drug." I will tell you that is a true thing. Man, fantastic. Well, good. And that'll do it. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us. And sorry, I'm still just. Anyway, hey, guys, that's it. Okay, we'll see you guys next week. Goodbye, everyone. You gotta do it, Colt. Come on.
Jam it!
Okay, that works. All right, bye, everyone.
My wife's gonna be so mad at me. She's like, "Why did you ruin their show?" I was